who's a lawyer, who's
Well,
who's now been labeled Snowpaw, like Joe.
Dude, that's good family fun.
But hey, I mean, we said it at the beginning, Joey Thief, the most important story of the week, with all due respect to the Kushners and MBZ and all these sovereign wealth funds and the Lakers and, whatever. Most important story of the week is the massive, massive Medellin North that was uncovered in State College, Pennsylvania. Let's get the breakdown here.
It really is a happy valley.
It is a happy valley out there. They don't even need fresh snow out there. The slopes are always covered.
Come on.
Let's pull up that
Way to
first
get
one
it.
with
Way
the
to get it
breakdown
done.
for people. Can you pull up the first one?
Oh yeah, that's
The
what the
very first
link
link
was.
I have right there.
Yeah, it's that.
So this is a quick breakdown if you've been living under a fucking rock and haven't seen the real story that rocked our world. This is the one I'm looking for. So Pablo Pledgescobar, which of course is a nickname. It's a pretty hard nickname though.
Fire.
This dude was a Dean's List accounting major. Joey, when you're doing important biz,
Yeah.
and running as my friend Luis Navia would say, product.
Yep.
That's what you refer to it as. Luis Navia was like the chief smuggler of cocaine for the cartels for many years before he went down in 2000 in Operation Journey. But anyway, when you're doing that, you need to be able to crunch the numbers.
Yeah, I would actually argue it's a very big advantage to have the guy running things also be the numbers guy.
That's right.
It's one less thing you got to outsource.
It's one less thing you got to outsource. Yep. Everyone obviously knows that all ducks are in a row.
Yep.
You make sure that you don't have people skimming off the top. You don't want that.
Yeah, and if the books are going to get cooked, you're the one cooking them.
You're the one cooking them. But this dude was a Dean's List accounting major at Penn State who kept a blog talking about, quote, his passion for numbers and financial storytelling, unquote. He did some
financial storytelling.
And how he wanted to be at the forefront of the financial landscape. Little did we know, he was already ahead of the curve.
Way to be, kid.
He also cut his frat brother's hair on the side for extra cash. He's a hustler. I like that.
Knows how to cut.
I like this kid. Meanwhile, he's allegedly the top of the entire cocaine chain for the campus, which is a rather large campus, running kilos out of a Sigma Chi and Delta Upsilon house, making regular supply runs to Philly and New York, as you do. That's where there's obviously some great supply chains that run through major cities like that, and they're both within, at Penn State, I think Philly's probably about 2.5 hour drive, and New York's probably about 3.5, so they're both reachable. So he'd make regular supply runs to Philly and New York and using actual pledges to cut and bag the product as their official, quote, indoctrination.
Damn right.
This is what you do. When you're managing labor, you look for the best opportunities to find cheap labor so that you can reduce costs, increase profit, and run a good business. I see no issues.
And with the incentive of the fraternity, you're going to get trustworthy employees because they want into the frat. And
they
if
do
you
want
talk, you're not in, you're in, you're out.
That's right. It's kind of like, this is very Skull and Bonesy in the sense that like they get their, what do they do with Skull and Bones? They like make them go naked in a fucking
they dress them
coffin
up in feathers.
and give up all their biggest secrets. And they take weird pictures of them so that they can never fucking turn on the place.
Yeah, yeah.
Pure spec, but that's what they say.
I mean, pure spec, this has been handed down through the fraternities.
It might be. Listen, if
Pure
you have a
spec.
good operation and you are a senior, you are about to graduate Penn State.
Yeah.
Which actually, as we're going to find out in a minute, this guy didn't like the whole passing down thing. But anyway, the people before him may have been like, listen, bro, the game ain't in me no more.
I have 2 kids.
I can't do this shit. I can't do this shit, bro. You got to take it. That's what you do. You pass it down and Pablo Pledgescobar takes over. But he would make the pledges, cut, and bag the product as official doctrination. There's even a photo from one of the deals where pledges are helping package 500 grams he's just sold for $18,000. Later deals hit full kilos. He's fucking hitting
Respect.
He kept selling after he graduated. And this is our boy right here.
Yo.
Get a good look.
I want to shake his hand. I want to shake your hand.
Can we get the t-shirt, please? So
That's straight Fogel.
the
right
jokes
there from
write
Superbad.
themselves because there were 14 people arrested here that included other students and one of the students' fathers, who's a lawyer, who's now been labeled Snowpaw, like Joe.
Oh, dude, that's good family fun.
Who apparently created, this is a lawyer, who had a safe where he hid money and evidence and whatever, so he's been charged with obstructing the investigation, but somebody please get me this t-shirt.
This is going to be the t-shirts for the whiteout
Oh,
this
that's
fall.
all horrible. You know what's going to happen? They're going to try to ban this from the fucking
100%.
stadium. Like if kids are walking into the stadium with that, they're not going to let them in. But if like 25,000 Penn State students I don't know how big the student section is, but if that's how big it is, walk in with that t-shirt, you're going to ban all 25K and then let in the next 25 who are also wearing the same fucking t-shirt?
No. I mean, I'm sure that there's like some coach somewhere in one of the programs doing crazy shit right now, so they're going to just let it happen. They're
Bro,
gonna be like,
every
"Listen."
time there's a touchdown.
That's spec, by the way.
It's straight spec. But every time there's a touchdown this year, they're going to be throwing baking soda in the air and shit.
Yeah, like throw it up in the air.
You
Like
just see
LeBron.
flour going up.
Or they should, guys, here's one for you. You guys should all you should do a ski themed game where you all dress up in ski equipment and stuff. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh,
Honestly, I'm happy. I told you, I'm really happy for these kids and, everybody involved. And
Why are you happy for them,
I know
Jody?
that sounds a little dark because we're living in a time where we're talking about, young kids aren't going out and, drinking or having fun or engaging with one another, sexually or whatever. And it's nice to see that like there's kids in college that not only are partying and, selling little toots on the side, they're doing it. They're big doing it. And I think if anything, it's a little injection of hope for,
what's
going on in our
A
society.
little injection of hope, Joey Deef says, because these kids are going from Penn State to the state pen.
Something, that's good.
There are supply chains in the pens, though. I do hear that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm just happy to see that the kids are just slinging some bags instead of like hanging in the room and watching, Fuentes or whoever, like
That's
they're getting involved on campus. They're
right.
communicating with one another.
Obviously, the show is satire, not to be taken literally, YouTube, but
Yeah, no, I'm kidding. guys.
it's all in
Chill
good
out.
fun. But this is one of my favorite stories in a while. And unfortunately, though, Thief, this investigation, which, by the way, this must have been like the fucking Super Bowl for the local cops around there. This investigation started back in the fall 2024 because they had some snitches on the boat.
Well, hey, you know what? I want to know this.
What do you want to know?
How many fentanyl-related ODs have happened on campus during the length of this investigation? Because if not, pretty impressive. You know that they were running a good operation with good, clean product. And I don't know, I'm not saying we should applaud them for it, but I guess we could say, hey, glad you guys didn't kill anybody. I recognize that could be a bit callous, but it's just a joke. Just a joke.
No, you make a good point
Just
that we were losing our grip on traditions.
Yes.
And you got to bring some back. But I do want to say, this is also some anti-Italian defamation going on here.
Why? What do you mean?
Because fucking Pablo Pledgescobar is a member of the Boot Society.
Oh, he is.
Yeah. And
he's like Henry. He's like Henry in Goodfellas. Like, just
but he's got a
getting in
last
over
name
his
with a
head.
vowel at the end. It's like Abbatiello or some shit like that.
Yeah, we don't got that.
And this is always what happens, dude. They when the Italian's in charge, they come in.
I told you.
He made Joey Deef wrote a whole play about this.
I've been saying it.
It's been happening for over a century.
One of two things happens. The Italian gets in charge and he just goes full-blown corrupt. Fauci, Cuomo, list goes on and on. Mm-hmm. Or he gets into power and they're just like, this olive oil singing voice needs out. And they just, they do this. They do sting operation, whack them.
Take them out.
Yeah, it's like,
We'll monitor the case. We'll see what kind of lawyers these guys get. But fucking Pledgescobar, he didn't even get bail.
Dude,
apparently,
that's a little much.
It's a little much, but apparently, like, he didn't show up right away for the arraignment.
Yeah, because he's a G.
He's like
He's
rock
like
stars
Fogel.
always late.
He's like Fogel in Superbad, like gangsters, chicka, yeah, fake ID. He's like, fuck that. But I think denying bail was a bit crazy. Like, I read that and I'm like, that's a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, what's the line from The Sopranos? It's a little coke.
Yeah, it's just a little coke.
What do you want?
Yeah. Wish him well.
We do. As Tim Dillon would say, we do wish him well. We wish him very well. Do we have, can you pull that data? How many drug-related deaths
have
occurred
happened in
Penn
Happy
State
Valley
in the past 3 years?
How many
drug-related deaths have occurred on Penn State's campus in the last 3 years?
But see that wording right there, on campus.
So
I'm going to say Happy Valley.
You think the business may have extended past the lines of the students?
Totally. They broke those. No. It's all students. I'm just saying that they're not always partying on campus.
Oh, right.
So like have occurred
within, how about
Happy
this?
Valley.
Within the student body of Penn State. Do that. This is some live research on the show, everybody. These are the important things that Joey Deef is always...
Well, because that's going to be big in the trial. Because if they got a few fent deaths, they're going to be like, these are tied to you, son.
Actually, if they do, then that's fucked. Because that is, and we talked about that before, that is the thing with...
There's no centralized
the
data.
party drugs today. It's like, it's not like it was even 10 years ago. Because you don't know what the fuck is in them. It's scary shit. There's no data, Joey Deef?
It says there's no centralized or publicly released official statistics given that. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to be releasing statistics like that if I was a college either, That makes sense.
That's actually very fair. Very fair.
It's
like, well, we only lost 2 this year.
Yeah, it's like, well, those were children.
Yeah, they're fucking kids.
They have families.
That is a fair point. But you would think like the local government would maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna. All right. So, how many drug-related deaths have occurred in Happy Valley?
In State College, PA. That's the whole town, though. So, the distribution network could have gone far.
Yeah, but if you're an adult living in Happy Valley, it's you probably should, hang it up. What kind of day-to-day life do you have living in state college? Like that's
living the glory days, bro.
Really are.
Old School is one of my favorite movies. You never know.
That's right.
It's never too late. It's never too late to go back.
So, wow.
Wow. Did you find something good?
Yeah, wow. Impressive. All right. In Happy Valley State College surrounding Center County, Pennsylvania, a total of 176 deaths have been recorded since 2013.
I will say this. If any of those, now these kids are in operation over the last 5 years, and this part I say seriously.
Yeah.
If any of those are tied back to these kids, they're fucked.
Oh, it's over.
And they should be. They should be. All jokes aside, because it is a funny story. That's what we do here. But that's, and again, I don't have kids yet, but I think about that a lot. Like when they're going to be teenagers and everything. Who knows what the fuck is going to be around by then? I have no idea. But you don't know.
Smoking crypto.
You don't know what you're getting.
Nah.
These days, it's not, you're always, whenever you're doing party drugs of any kind, obviously you were always taking a risk, even if it was the fucking 70s. But like the whole, the precursors and everything that just be thrown into this by people who don't give a fuck, all it takes is once. And that's I talk to a lot of parents about that. And of course, that's like their number one fear. And I totally agree with them. I totally understand that.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think there needs to be good education and safety taught.
Yes.
Like bunk police. I forgot who was on here recently and mentioned them, but bunk police is like a $20 testing kit. Not saying you should do it, but for Christ's sakes, if you're gonna fucking
Bare
do
minimum,
it,
yeah.
throw 20 fucking
$20. Yeah, throw $20
and get a fucking test kit.
Yeah, I test them. Thank you guys for watching the episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and smash that like button on the video. They're both a huge, huge help. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram and X, those links are in my description below.